This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed or disturbed children or people or humans, people with thumbs, people without thumbs, people who like pineapple for breakfast, people who enjoy pizza, people who enjoy pineapple on pizza, people who enjoy pineapple on pizza for breakfast, people who hate breakfast, people who have gone to war over breakfast, people who are in the Third Reich, people who killed...
All right.
Let's save Yuri for the end.
Okay, we'll go to Natsuki.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
What do you mean, someone like me? That's a little blunt.
No, this is a little blunt. That's called a spliff. Learn your weed. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad.
Well, your tone definitely implied it.
It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Well, no. Are you asking?
She should literally have a real deep Jersey accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess I needs to shows you mines now.
Gabagool.
Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Fly, eagles, fly. Okay, hold on. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race and owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Wow.
Yo. Yeah. I told you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because
it sucks.
everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
Maybe it's the accent. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, you know? Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
There was wordplay?
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose.
That was on purpose?
It helps bring out the feeling in that last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro, baby. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Teacher! Oh.
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh, saying that line, I just went, oh, that made me feel awful. All right.
Yo, Jerry, you got that liquor?
All right. Well, we're on to Yuri. Let's see how this goes too. Just waiting to see what you were going to do. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that? I couldn't hear you between the gasping.
I said egg sectional. Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous
I
for?
don't know.
That's a normal person laugh, right?
Yuri takes.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you.
Huh?
This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make... You guys can laugh at it, but I gotta be prepared for when you guys do it. Okay. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style set from them, from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert in an iron lung.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Well, they really haven't.
Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased how?
No, I meant based.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
Huh?
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? And by me, I mean Dees.
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by... I don't know why I wrote that. By the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, we've already established that I'm a slow reader. You should know that. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short, like Natsuki's dumbass. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. What? What does that mean?
Are you into ghosts?
Have you downloaded the Hoo-hoo app?
Oh,
It's $9.99 a month for no commercials.
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked me if I were into owls.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, McNug.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
I expected that of you. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. Oh, you did only glance over it. It's funnier the way I said it. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too. I really liked it. I'm gonna put it on the fridge right here next to this drawing.
Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Or 5. You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. Sorry. I think I ate a peanut earlier and my head's swollen out. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, McNug.
Ah, me too.
Can you hold my zip ties?
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs.
I don't know. Some of them
We're pretty, yeah.
breakfast and what was it? Birds fly? Eagles
Yeah.
fly?
This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They
Shit.
They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
Is that a thought?
I-
What's with this language? Yeah. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just a little drunk from earlier.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is wow, it is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbologism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I'd give you one of them. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. You fucking hooer. Say you already liked it. And McNug did too. So, based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which you are not, which I have not yet. And McNug liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up, and the music
She's still
stops.
3 feet tall.
It's perfectly average height.
Oh,
Dare you?
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Now we start the...
Oh, new member, Yuri. Drama, Yuri. That's not what I... Ooh, you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that McNug appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more, bitch? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full. I'm gonna get fucking hyper. I'm hyperventilating over here. If I was full of myself, would I breathe like this? I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy, bitch. Oh!
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size larger as soon as McNug started showing up.
Well, that answers that question.
You think it's inflation, bitch? Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
That's before she got... They were before he got here. This doesn't involve you.
Hey, I don't like fighting, guys.
Take your triangle eyes out of here, bitch.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
McNug. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. You do it all on your own, bitch. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate this simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. See, I didn't have to talk about no ghosts to tell you what my problem was. What's the point in making your poems all convolutedized for no reason? The reader should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to go figure it out. Help me explain to her, McNug. Come on. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, McNug? Well, I can't do a combination of both of them.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
It's that circus music I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Well, gang.
I can't vote. I'm both of these people.
Yeah, I know.
Sayori!
Well, God, that feels tilted.
Well, we've already had a moment with Yuri. Natsuki, I don't know, seems a little... Oh, geez, I don't know. I'm leaning towards Yuri.
I don't get to vote. They're both me.
Right. And I know what Rachel's going to vote, so... I guess I'm going to make an executive decision.
Well, Yuri makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah. I agree. All right, we'll go with Yuri.
Natsuki is clearly drunk.
Yes. All right, Yuri it is.
Okay.
Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone else's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all, bro. You have to let me tell you. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. It's probably because I don't pay attention to your stupid ass. I'm sorry you're such a bad writer.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. I told her, I said, I feel like putting this knife through your chest. It was her that did the,
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes,
Doesn't it look like I'm holding this poster in the background?
sometimes when I'm hurt, because, like if I'm playing with matches and then they burn my fingers a little bit, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? Fuck all y'all. I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki.
Fuck y'all!
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, McNug. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now.
It's nothing.
Can I lick your hair?
What?
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said
You mean the thing about your boobs?
about,
Your boobs?
inflation. I would never do anything so shameful.
Well,
I just reduce the interest rates until things regulated. So,
what thing did Natsuki say?
about my sweater puppets. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.